session. Welcome, masters. Today, yesterday we learned about how we have to be a helping hand for our own self. So if anyone have missed the session, the recordings I'm uploading on Beam YouTube, so every one of you can go and watch it, whoever have missed the sessions. So this time now today, I want to share with all of you about um, four enemies of a man with knowledge. So it's very important for us to understand not only about the positive things or like what are the achievements, but we have to understand like the more. So now today is almost the 19th day. We are going deeply into the sadhana. So the more we go, the concepts that we have to also understand is like what are the four enemies that comes with the knowledge, because we oversee sometimes. So it's important for us to understand. So this one is from the book the teachings of Don Juan, which is written by Carlos Castaneda. I was reading one of the Patrijis. I was listening to one of the Patrijis question and answers, and there he explained this beautiful 4 points, like what are the enemies. So I thought to share with all of you all today. The first thing is fear. So fear, I think every one of you know, like we all do have fears. Like the smallest things, let's not take like the bigger things like swimming in the ocean or those kind of things. But even to come forward and to speak, it's also the act, the fear is stopping us. We think that we don't have wisdom. But if we know letter A, then we have to speak letter A. Simple. We are our own biggest critics, and with fear, we stop ourselves coming forward. Or even if we want to do anything, with fear, we stop it, we postpone it. Then what happens is when we keep on postponing, it's like it hits like a boomerang. So any lesson is the same. When something hits us, then with no choice around, we learn. So why to go to that state having like no choice? So we have to overcome the fears. So here I would like to give an example. Oh, I believe every one of you might have seen the movie called Matrix. So the first part where the Morpheus will be there and Neo will be there, and the Morpheus gives two pills to Neo. So does anyone do not know about this movie? Or you do not know, Binduji, right? Okay, Sneha.
I also don't know about it.
Okay, Matrix is like a science fiction movie. Um, how can I say? Maybe people might have seen. So it takes us to, how to say, it takes us to a machine generated world where everything is new, and with like the intention, he can stop anything, whatever he doesn't like. So it's like a huge illusion will be forming around him, and then he come out of it, the illusionary world. So I think it's a wonderful movie. There are a couple of parts. So if anyone did not watch, do watch it. It's a Matrix Revolution, Matrix Resurrection is the latest part, I guess. And it's a science fiction movie, but there's so much of life hidden lessons uh, meant inside it. So what happens is there is a character called Morpheus, and the Neo is like the hero. So he gives two pills to Neo. The Morpheus gives two pills to Neo. So one is the red pill and the blue pill. So if two colors are there, red and blue, I want to now question you guys: what kind of pill would you like to take it? Which color do you opt it? I do not even say like what it is going to be there in the future, but what kind of, okay, you blue, okay, one blue. How many? I want everyone to answer.
Blue.
Okay, three votes for blue. For everyone. Who is red? Okay, Kirutika ji, you are for red. Okay, cool. Okay, two people are for red and two people are for blue. Now let me give a scenario. So the red pill determines like an uncertain future, which means like the person called Morpheus takes you into an enslaving control of this machine generated dream world where you escape into the real world, where it allows you to escape into the real world. And he says uh, living with the truth of reality, because the truth of reality is not the truth that we are seeing from in this world by thinking with the so-called principles. So it is completely unknown. It is completely like you do not know where to go, what is happening. It's completely illusionary, like so many people appear like you, but you still have to find your way. So that one is the red pill. And the second pill is like he says, instead of taking into the dream world, he'll say that he'll give the beautiful prison as a form of blue pill, so that he can go back into his normal self, and he can again go back into the ignorance, and to live in a state of the controlled environment, so that it brings him more comfort and he get used to that comfort zone, and he thinks his worries are giving him more comfort. So now you guys tells me, which pill would you like to take it? Either the pill of ignorance or the pill of unknown. No one? Okay. So now everyone wants to get into unknown. Beautiful. This is what we want. So the fear is the same element. Like why we tend to always seek, like, what is the next step? What is the next step? Like, I mean, next step knowing is fine. Yeah. Like in a certain day, knowing what you're going to do in the next 24 hours is fine. But what you are going to become like in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, that much of planning, then where are we allowing ourselves to open and allowing ourselves to to step into a beautiful unknown world? Because into the unknown always there is fear. And here I think, of course, this is devoid of the topic. One another example that I have learned from Osho is that one day he was walking, like there's a full moon, so he liked to walk beside the full moon, to walk beside the river, and he doesn't know swimming, and there is nobody around. What he did is he literally jumped into the river. Imagine, does be any one of you do? I doesn't mean to say that you have to do like the same, but I'm just trying to give an example of how the other people have did it. And he jumped into the river, and like he was crawling his hands, he was moving his hands, because in the most dangerous moment, the human have this tendency that we learn quickly. So he learned and he came back. So it's kind of do or die. Here, I think I would also like to give an example of my boss, Mihaila, as well. When I am in Cologne, even myself, I don't know swimming. So I used to go to the kids' pool and I used to tell her, no, let me not come because I'm afraid the depth is like almost 12 feet. 12 feet depth, the pool, the biggest pool is. And then I was just swimming in the kids' pool because I want to learn. And what she said me is like humans have a tendency that in the dangerous situations they are the biggest solvers. Because why? Our mind do not think of anything. The mind do not even think of that I'm having fear. The mind only thinks, how can I come out of this? Simple. So, in that dangerous situation, what is the element? Coming out. So, when your mind, this is the miracle of the mind masters. It's all about we have to conquer. When we, I think, yeah, let me go slowly on this part. So, and then what happened is she said me to buy a plastic ball, and I bought this plastic ball, and with the help of the ball I was holding and kicking with the legs and moving forward. So slowly I'm like learning. And what happened is suddenly the ball went off and I'm in the middle of the pool, and immediately I started to do like the dog pose, the dog swimming and so on, and then I moved to the shore. So that has given me the confidence. Yes, In the dangerous situations, everyone can learn. But as I said, the moment we think fear comes, then it is stopping our progress. So in life, even if you have difficult situations, even if you have so-called biggest traumatic situations, only trust in yourself that you're going to survive. But the moment you start to think also about your beloved ones, then again you're going into the fear consciousness. And at this age, my dear friends, my mom started like she is like 56 now. She started to learn swimming, and the swimming is not in the pool, it's in the river. So this is how we should be. But again, this example I will take back also. So, and she asked me only one thing, shall I go? And I said, you go, you enjoy your life. Why are you thinking what is stopping you? Her only fear is to get up, get ready, and go. It's a small one, so she is conquering that. This is how we have to get rid of our fears, which are no longer taking us to our elevating to, I mean, stopping our progress. Now, the next thing, one clarity. Everyone thinks like it's a good one because when people are meditating, they need to have clarity. This is what we all have been trained and we all have been listening to. But why clarity is also a one of the enemy? Because people function with half knowledge. Yes, people do function with half knowledge. See, let's say we are here, couple of people. So let's exchange our problems. Then what happens is, I'll think like my problems are far good. Then how can one person judge what I am going through as a person? How I am coming up, how my mind process is working. It's all according to me. So what is happening is I'm living my truth. So other person is living their own truth. And who is other person who judges like you have to do this way because this is what society have been imposed? So we are all living under the illusion of society that has created in front of us, saying that this is humanity, this is how we have to develop humility. So seeking and growing towards humility is also something that we are shadowing ourselves. We are literally shadowing ourselves. Is always the half knowledge, because the truth is everyone have their own understanding. We have to respect it. And somewhere we think we are courageous because clarity gives you courage. Clarity gives you um, like clarity gives never to doubt ourselves. But sometimes it's not about doubting ourselves, it's about trusting what the other people are also journeying, what their knowledge is up to. So, for us, knowing what we have to do, clarity is different to what we are seeing in others, what we are seeing, what are we stopping ourselves to see from within is also the lack of clarity. So we have to be completely open. No, like also, like clarity is mainly harmful before our allies because they are really smart. So we have to always keep learning from every person. So this happens is when we accept every person as equals. We have to see every person as equals, even the kid. Oh, I think let me give you this example. Like my friend's baby, she's like almost 5 years now, and we were asking her, would you like to have food? And she said she's not, I mean, she said it's enough. And we asked her like, no, it's not enough, every day you eat more, please have one more spoon and little bit. We are trying to make her eat, and she said, hey, this is my stomach, I know when it is full, please don't force me. If we think that how come a kid is talking like this and how does she know, then we will never. So we are all the same. why does we need to judge when a person is grown up, whereas why don't we see a kid inside themselves? So when we get smile, when we are, listening towards the kid, but how can we do not listen to an adult when they are speaking, when they are expressing, when they are saying? This is what we all should become. So clarity is another enemy. And the fourth enemy is power. This is one of the interesting factor which until the time I listened from my guru, I didn't realize about this. So the power enemy is like something, so far, whatever people are drawn to you, if we take advantage of them because of the power, then it's always the power corrupts. Then we have been fallen into the trap of power. So whoever are around you, whoever wants to help you, genuinely admire them. So do not misuse their strength. Do not think that people have to work for you. Do not think people need to do whatever you say. The power is having a very subtle element that we think, since I am a master, everyone have to listen. Why? A master understands that everyone is a master. You listen to a certain person because your heart is resonating to their words. As simple as that. This is one element everyone have to recognize. You are going to a certain person, let's say you are all listening to me at this moment. You guys are listening to me because you are resonating to the words that I'm speaking. As simple as that. The moment this session is completed, I'm Neelima, I'm just the friend, and we are all the same. If the truth doesn't resonate, you do not listen. Then where is the so-called power is coming up, and where is this concept is coming like everyone should need to listen? I am speaking the truth. Everyone speaks their own truth. And here, particularly, what happens is, especially the people who are into spirituality, they know the facts are known to them, and the people who speaks the truth, there is a form of magnetism around them. Trust me, masters. Especially like when we see certain people, there's a form of magnetism. That's the aura. However, that is the dangerous thing. So the magnetism, people get, uh, trapped into that magnetism state, and people misuse unknowingly also. So this is another dangerous thing called power. Of course, we all keep seeing in the work environment and even at home. It starts also with our parents. Hey, I'm your parents, you have to listen to me. Oh, or the teacher says, I'm the teacher, the children have to listen to me. So it's all like power game. So understand who is teaching you the wisdom of words and who is teaching through power. So here the clear deception is resonating with your heart, because the heart never fails. If you resonate any sort of word through your heart always guides you. Your intuition always guides you. And this is why staying grounded is very much important. Knowing your self-worth, knowing what you are, knowing where you're journeying. Where you're journeying means remaining to your truth, remaining to your true senses, like completely being aware of your senses. So this is the third element. Now the fourth element is old age. As I have given the example of my mother, if she have thought that she is old enough to learn, then how come she will conquer the fear of, getting up, getting ready, and going to swimming? So the old age. So in old age, especially, uh, I think in all the European countries or like East Western countries, there is a concept called what do we say, the social benefits kind of, that the government keep giving to us money. What do we say? Anyone can help me out here? No, we don't. Yeah, the retirement state.
Pension.
Yes, yes, thanks a lot. Yeah, the pension stage. So, what is happening is the government, of course, is giving us the money for us to relax. But we think that not working is like enjoyment. But we have to enjoy all the time. We have to enjoy. We have to keep working hard no matter what. So, there is no retirement for any age. Oh, I think here again, I would like to give a beautiful example from this book called Ikigai. So if anyone haven't you read this, anyone of you haven't read the book called Ikigai, please do read so. Just I want to give a brief short example from this one. It's a Japanese. It's a village. The village itself, uh, all are elder people. Yeah, and the village is completely closed. It's not open for the foreigners. Foreigners means like even the other villagers are not even allowed to enter. Why is they have certain principles? Let's say I am earning. I belong to that Ikigai village. And let's say the person called Sneha is also earning, and then Kushbu is earning, and then Niket is earning. So everyone are earning in different fields. For them, earning is like doing the job which you like the most. Be it mostly they prefer like the earthly elements. I mean, means like farming where you are connected to the earth. That's the jobs they do prefer, so that you they don't believe in working hard and working fast. They always believe in working with enjoyment and working slowly, like be slow, as slow as possible. However, you have to keep on moving. So there is no concept called rest for them. So what happens in that village is, as I said, they don't believe in resting. They keep working whatever they are interested. As said, I go to a farm, I earn like 10 euros. And then there is a village head. What I do is I come back, I give the money to the village farm. I mean the village head. So the 10 euros that I have earned. Another person have earned like 5 euros. Another person have earned like the third person 15 euros. So all the money now goes to the village head. Oh, let's say I have a problem. Then what the village head seeks is everyone becomes like one unity, one entity. And if I have a problem, the entire village comes forward in serving me. So all the money, like 20 euros, maybe it goes to my sharings, like how I come out of it. So that's where the village head, like he does not reveal how much each person is earning. So you earn, like it's like a family. Even in my family, I earn, my brother earn, my father earn. We all give to our mother. Of course, in India, it is like that. In Europe, it's not the terminology. I can use it like an example. So, the mother, what she does is like looking all the financial stuff, she gives according to the person when it is rightly needed. So it's the same concept that Ikigai also. Now, what is happening is here a community is forming, a circle of sharing is forming, and they all cook together and they all eat together, and they eat only the grains and vegetables and only the plant-based food. They don't believe in the meat and all. They just nourish themselves with the plant-based food with 5 colors. So the food, if you are eating, it should consist of 5 colors, and everyone coming together, and then they share the food and then they eat. That's how a beautiful life is forming. So it does not depend on our achievements. No, like when we go outside, my son is working in so and so, my son is a software engineer, my son is a doctor, my son or daughter is a pilot. Where does all these achievements are coming when it comes to living a happy life? So, in living a happy life, we have to let go of all our surrounding circumstances, and then we have to remember that we are humans. As simple as that. So, in old age is equally the same. In old age, what happens is we think the body is no longer working. So, we don't have any power to achieve something. We think that no one is listening. So, what is happening in old age is there are certain belief patterns which forms during the childhood and then as adults based on our experiences. So in old age we are not also seeing all these kind of things how to come. We only think I have gone through these all experiences. So let me be wise and careful of my choices. But very few people are open to learn also in their old age. So this is also one of the enemy, that we have to work hard, we cannot relax. Another example is Bhishmacharya. I believe everyone of you know, again, this is a character from the Mahabharata. So he, on his last days, he was on the Ampasaya. Ampasaya is like a bow of arrows. He was lying on the arrows bed, deathbed, and he was bleeding. He was almost there on the arrow bed for 10 days and not leaving the body. He's still there because the lady, she's not coming in front of him. And what did Krishna said? Krishna said to Dharmaraj, hey, go and learn from him. So even when he is in pain, the Bhishmacharya was giving the light to Dharmaraj. That's how we all should be, irrespective of any situation. So Bhagavad Gita is such a beautiful thing that we all have to learn, because it's a form of telling us how to live our life. I think everything we have to learn from. We have to take the beautiful examples from everywhere. So now that is why for us meditation is very important. Then with meditation we become more aware and we become self knowledgeable, and no trap can be a trap when we are more knowledgeable. So these are the four enemies of a man of knowledge, masters. The first enemy is once again the fear. The second enemy is clarity. The third enemy is power, and the fourth enemy is old age. So do remember this. There were a lot of things, and do read the books as well. When you read the books, your perception changes, your ideology changes, and the more and more and more and more you read and you share, everything changes around us. So anyone would like to share anything or would like to ask anything, please you may unmute yourself and go ahead. Okay. If not, then one more time, I would like to give an announcement, Masters, which I have given in the beginning. So we'll inform the date from, however, the intention is to start the everyday morning meditation sessions, because we need to do 1 hour at least a day of meditation, because now is gone the days of doing meditation for 15 minutes or half an hour, because of course when you're super 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 busy, then 15 minutes half an hour is fine. However, we need to give that importance to the sadhana. It's the very must, it's a very core principle of ours. So for this reason, we have decided in Germany time, morning 5 to 6 o'clock, there is 1 hour of intense meditation. And then during the weekends, there will be like wisdom sharing or question answers and the Sajjan Sangatya. So the Sajjan Sangatya is very much important. So is the the Sajjan Sangatya is the interacting session. Interaction is not about asking the questions. Interaction is like you coming up and sharing your own experiences or your own wisdom. So that's the circle that we wanted to form. And we want every one of you to come forward and to guide the sessions. So we'll announce the date soon. Probably it will be from either from 15th or by the end of this month. Probably the sooner it is, the better it is. So this is one of the new thing that we have brought into. So 1 full hour of meditation. It's very much important for all of us, and do share with all and with all your dear and near ones. So it will be beneficial for every one of us. So beautiful, masters. Then, without any delay, let us start our meditation. I'll stop the recording.